everyone, and welcome to Ad Age Remotely. I'm Jack Neff, editor at large here at Ad Age. Thanks for joining us. And thanks to Asmita Dubey, Chief Digital and Marketing Officer of L'Oreal, for joining us today. She's joining us from the Viva Technology Conference in Paris, as you'll hear, because there is a bit of background sound. Asmita became Chief Digital Officer of L'Oreal last year, and later the company added marketing to her title. As such, she's an awfully important person in marketing, overseeing the world's marketing at the world's biggest beauty marketer and third biggest ad spender, as measured by the Ad Age Data Center. L'Oreal has been on a nice run on her watch. It was named Ad Age's Marketer A-list last year. Reported 13.5% like-for-like sales growth last quarter, in a testament to the fact that consumers aren't scared off by any inflation-driven price hikes. So here in her first Ad Age interview, Asmita is going to share some of the secrets of that success.
Hello, everybody. I'm live from Viva Tech 2022, which is Europe's largest tech conference and exhibition. Very happy to chat with all of you and with Jack here.
Asmita, you came into L'Oreal with a pretty substantial digital transformation underway. How would you assess where L'Oreal is on that journey?
Yeah, at L'Oreal, we are digital first in all our endeavors, and we are pioneering beauty tech. To answer your question, I would start with Web 2. If you look at Web 2 is about video, live streaming, AI, machine learning, voice, SaaS, cloud, data, automation. Web 2 is very much in deployment. And then there is a new digital reality that is permeating our lives, and that is Web 3. And the mood boards of Web 3 start with gaming. Then we are talking about AR, VR, spatial computing, blockchain technologies, virtual identity, virtual products. The way we see it is we are exploring and we are laying the foundations of Web 3 with on-chain beauty, with our feet firmly grounded in the Web 2 acceleration.
We see, at least in the U.S., the growth of e-commerce broadly having slowed down to single digits in the last quarter, at least among the biggest players. And I'm not sure exactly how beauty breaks down within that, but I'm wondering what your experience is in terms of L'Oreal's e-commerce business, both through its retail partners and through its own channels at this point.
Yeah, no, we have been working on Omnichannel. Our presence is across all distribution channels, and that is a strategic bet that we have taken almost a decade ago, and that is paying off for sure. More than 1/4 of our business is online today, and we have great partnerships with all online players, whether they are pure players or e-retailers or our own D2C. And then we are going to do beauty in online, in offline, and possibly tomorrow on chain.
As e-commerce just in general, does it seem like it may have slowed down a bit just because the market is catching its breath because it grew so quickly, and now it may be growing more slowly for a short time, or do you think it may just be kind of more normalized, slower growth in the future?
There is after the confinement, there is a return to brick and mortar. And we are very excited about that return to brick and mortar because we have great partnerships with our retailers there.
Tell me about your venture investment partnership board in terms of how it works and where you're focusing right now.
Well, BOLD is fantastic. BOLD stands for Business Opportunities for L'Oreal Development. And just recently, we have announced BOLD for women entrepreneurs. So that is about 25 million euro fund, because we want to support the gap that is there in terms of entrepreneurship of women, which is still behind in a lot of ways.
Where do you see, you mentioned the metaverse earlier, where do you see the most potential for L'Oreal at this point, and how important is it to you in the scheme of things?
Well, I would start with how our consumers are craving for new experiences. That is the starting point. And then if you look at where beauty and where we would be, we are looking at the whole thing first from from a brand DNA, with the roots very much in the brand DNA. So we are mapping our brands in the metaverse. The second thing is we are looking at it from a prism of community, because there is so much community empowerment, and it's the original promise of the internet, and there is co-creation, and beauty is extremely social as a category. The third, we are looking at how content and immersive experiences are moving from 2D to 3D. So there's a lot of 3D creativity that is coming in, and there are so many 3D makeup and face and beauty artists that we can interact with today. Then we get on to virtual, and in terms of virtual influence, virtual avatars, virtual stores and experiences and spaces, and also virtual products or collectibles in the future. So for us, the opportunity is about understanding this world, and then looking at new visual codes of beauty and new codes of beauty in the Web3 and the metaverse. And I can share with you some examples of that, because we are showcasing so many wonderful examples of Web3 at VivaTech 2022.
Sure. Tell me about some of the examples that you're showcasing there. Since I can't be there, it'd be great to hear about them.
Yeah. I would tell you about it, and we can also share some more interactive videos or visuals on it. I told you how we are looking at it. So our approach is on-chain beauty, which is beauty on the blockchain in Web3. And if I take 2 or 3 examples for you, our brand NYX Professional Makeup, which is a brand from US actually. It is a brand which is the DNA of the brand is about makeup artistry. It is about entertainment and community, and the brand is exploring the Web3 by becoming the first ever decentralized record label for creators in Web3. So the brand will be the first ever DAO in beauty, and the DAO will be called Gorge. So we are launching that now. It is fantastic for the brand because, like I was saying, NYX Professional Makeup as a brand was one of the first ones to start mastering Instagram, as beauty was becoming digital and social. And it is in the DNA of the brand to cooperate and to partner with communities. And in the Web3, it means partnering with new 3D artists, new animators, software engineers, collaborating with blockchain experts, working even more closely with marginalized communities, which the brand is already doing, and trying to understand even more the Web3 supporters on the values of Web3, which is about decentralization and community empowerment. And one of the examples is the brand has just partnered with People of Crypto and Sandbox and NYX Professional Makeup. They are coming together, and they are going to launch more than 8,000 avatars. And NYX Professional Makeup brings this inspiration of genderless makeup. There are 36 different skin shades and types of avatars that we are going to get input into for that. Our other brand, like Yves Saint Laurent Beauty, is about daring beauty. So Yves Saint Laurent is exploring new beauty codes, and we are talking about 10,000 different NFTs on a golden block, which we are going to partner with DJs and artists, and the consumers can access it through a buy-sell wallet. We actually have an NFT ATM in our booth, and you can list yourself for that. And I'll finish with the last example, which is a very interesting one, which is Mugler. Mugler, by nature, the positioning of the brand is the real world is not enough. So Mugler is metaverse native, So what Mugler is doing is launching an VR Angel NFT collection for their very famous fragrance line, which is Angel. And what's interesting is the fragrance Angel was born 30 years ago, the same year that the term metaverse was coined. So we will have 30 different NFTs and creatives and crypto art and 3D art with it, which will then get into 3,000 different pieces, and the brand will start giving them out to the audiences and consumers and this new generation of consumers. So that is some of the things that we are doing. And to be able to do that, you need a new ecosystem of partners, and we can talk about that.
Tell me some about the new ecosystem of partners.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great conversation because in the Web3, it is true that there is a new ecosystem of partners. They could be about, they could be partners on tech, like Ariane, new marketplaces. They could be partners who are new creators, so there is a new creative economy. Like people of crypto, and we are also partnering. We have just done a first in beauty partnership with OpenSea, the largest peer-to-peer marketplace for NFTs in the world. And what we are focusing on is to be able to create brand-led environments there.
Once again, I'm Jack Neff, editor at large with Ad Age. I'm here with Asmita Dubey, Chief Digital and Marketing Officer of L'Oreal. And I wanted to make some shout outs to some folks in the audience: Holly from New Jersey, Jose from Puerto Rico, Todd from Washington, and also Samir, Anissa, Shannon, Shafiq, and Yuri.
Hi,
So,
everybody.
hello. So Asmita, you were talking some about your involvement in the NFT peer-to-peer marketplace, but you've also been, L'Oreal has been heavily involved with social commerce live streams. I believe you've done 10,000 so far, which is a remarkable number. And I just was wondering if you could tell some about how that has worked for L'Oreal and what's worked best for you from that point of view.
Yeah, I mean, we started with this, Jack, that Web2 is about video and live streaming, and it's very, very, very prevalent, and we are very excited about it. Sorry, this dropped off. I will tell you how we are using it in beauty. Live streaming. You're right. Last year we did more than 10,000 live streams, and one of the opportunities for us is we have fantastic brands. Yeah, and these brands may have very, very good narratives and experiences for the consumer. So I'll give you an example of the Cannes Film Festival, which our brand L'Oreal Paris has been part of for years. Now, when you are at Cannes and there are all the ambassadors of the brands together, they are of course looking at their looks and makeup and women empowerment and women directors. Uh, it's a great moment, not only for the brand but for the ambassadors, for the whole community. What we can do today because of live streaming technology is live stream all of that to millions and millions of consumers. So you're democratizing beauty in that way, and that makes us extremely happy. We do the same thing with our other events like L'Oreal Paris Défilé. So it's a fantastic opportunity, like I said, to democratize beauty. Then live streaming, of course, is used also more in the middle funnel in trying to explain our products better. It could be with hairstylists in hair salons saying how to use something. It is used in the lower funnel as well, and it is used everywhere in the world now. Of course, starting with China, with Douyin and Tmall and all, but then growing very rapidly in markets where there are young consumers, emerging markets where mobile penetration is very high. So look at SAPMENA or Latin America. We are doing it, and we are very excited about continuing to grow in this field.
Any tips on what kinds of approaches work best in terms of partnerships with influencers or partnerships with retailers like Walmart or others who are doing live stream events, or just doing your own via your own owned retail channels?
Yeah, and what we bring to that is thought leadership in beauty and thought leadership in categories. So we know about makeup and skincare, and we know about dermatological care. And whenever we partner either with retailers or with ambassadors and influencers, we endeavor to bring that category and thought leadership to everybody.
Your role began when it was announced as chief digital officer, but you certainly have an extensive background in the agency world even before coming to L'Oreal, and you took on chief marketing officer duties as well. And I was wondering, at this point, how much of your job is developing digital capabilities at L'Oreal, and how much is kind of the broader branding capabilities?
I'll try to answer that question. We are a fantastic company with 35 brands. What we are doing is continuously reinventing beauty experiences. As technology trends like we spoke about, like AR, VR, AI, blockchain, spatial computing, they continue to enhance consumer interactions. So what it means today is that we are doing marketing in the digital age. So the job title, Chief Digital and Marketing Officer, is trying to make this digital and marketing even closer as we move from products to services. So more and more digital services that our consumers use, as we move from digital transformation to data transformation. So there's a lot of capability that we are bringing into the company as the world is moving from digitalization to virtualization. And the last one is as we are moving from O plus O, offline plus online, to O plus O plus O, offline plus online plus on-chain beauty journeys. And all of this needs a fantastic, digital first mindset. And at L'Oreal, we are digital first in all our endeavors.
Well, very good. I think we're out of time now, and I wanted to thank you, Asmita, again for joining us. As always, thank you to our Ad Age crew, Lauren Ciardio, Arabella Breck, and Anna Sakula for making this live stream happen. Be sure to tune in for our upcoming episodes of Remotely, and you can find out more about them at adage.com/remotely. Thanks, everyone.